Hey everyone, welcome back to Love Paint Repeat. My name is Kim. This is the only channel on YouTube that is dedicated to donating 100% of all donations given to help end the plague of child sex trafficking. So if you love children and you love art, this is the right place for you. Go ahead and click the subscribe button as well as hit that notification bell so you'll get notified every week when I upload a painting. So here's how this works. Every week we start brand new and I paint a new painting. If you like the painting that I do that week, you can contact me either through the comment section below or you can email me at my email address that I'm going to provide at the end of this video. You make a donation and I send you the painting. It's as easy as that. The next week I will prove that I have submitted 100% of all of the donations to either, right now, Traffic 911 or Operation Underground Railroad. Those are the two organizations that I am focused on. With that out of the way, let's get into this week's painting. I'm working with two 10 by 20 canvases. I have painted all of the edges black with Mars Black from Artist Loft just to make sure that I have got all of the corners coated, because that is going to be my base layer or background color. And you saw me layer the paints in the two cups. What I'm doing are two ring pours. Here comes the fun part. It's close-up time. I love how the paints layer and they stay in those layers. So basically the dowel that I put in the middle of the paintings is gonna give me a mirror ring on either side of that dowel. And when I separate the two paintings to stretch the rings, the paintings will look like they were meant to be one, so that they can hang on the wall as one painting split into two. All of the colors that I'm using today I'm going to list in the description box below, as well as the pouring medium that I mix myself. So make sure you check that out if you would like to recreate this at home. Alright, check these rings out, you guys. From this vantage point, they almost look like angel wings. Pretty cool, right? Alright, it's time to stretch. I just removed the dowel and I'm going to separate the paintings. So the reason I'm doing this and not stretching them all as one is because I want all of the edges to have rings as well. So by splitting them apart and stretching them separately, what I'm doing in the center there on the edge, I'm going to get really colorful rings going down the edges, which looks really cool and really polished. And keeping that polished thing in mind, I wanted to also mention that I top coat all of my paintings at least 2 to 3 times, so they will definitely be resistant, UV resistant, and they will last you a very long time and have a very glossy finish. You just saw me flood the canvas with the Mars Black from Artist Loft. There's a reason I do this. I'm not doing this because this is how the finished product looks. I'm putting the background paint around all of my rings, because if I didn't, what would happen is the ring paint would actually catch on the canvas below it and the rings would drag under one another. So by flooding the canvas, what I'm doing is I'm giving kind of a slick surface for those rings to stretch across. You can't see it right now, but there are thousands, literally thousands, of tiny little air bubbles all over this thing. The paint is very thin when you're working with fluid art, so you're bound to get a lot of bubbles, so you want to make sure that you torch those bubbles before you start stretching the paint, and that is what I'm doing. So trying to stretch 2 ring pours at the same time is a little more difficult than just when you have a single ring pour. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to watch the upper while I stretch the lower, making sure that not too much runs off and I keep all of the parts that I would like to keep, and the composition overall is what I want. In the future, I would like to work with other artists, or anyone really who likes to work with their hands and is willing to donate to be featured on this channel, so that we can help more trafficking victims. This is an epidemic in our country as well as worldwide. And like I said before, this channel is dedicated to raising money to send to those organizations so that we can help as many of those kids as possible. Here are the close-ups of this week's painting. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please leave me a comment in the comment section below, and contact me if you would like to make a donation, or if you would like to make a donation to purchase this painting. I hope you have a very blessed day.